Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be doing a quick video on how to do elastic waist on your short knicker with a pocket as well. So you can just stay tuned and click the like button. So moving into it, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to have your fabric placed into two folds, and then you minus 2. You can see the way I'm placing my tape, minus 2 inches. That's going to be my waistline, and then I went down with 11.5 for my crotch depth, and then after 11.5 you go down with 3 inches for your laps. After 11.5 for your crotch depth, you go down with 3 inches for your laps, and then after that you divide your hip measurement by 4. Divide your hip measurement by 4. Anything it gives you, you add 1 inches to it. So now I have my hip measurement, which is 11.5 plus 1 is going to be 12.5. So I have 12.5 here, and then to get my crotch extension, I'm going to go back to that initial hip measurement, which was 11.5. okay, and I'll also divide it again by 4. all right, so now I'm also dividing the initial hip measurement, not the 12.5. I'm not adding the 1 inch again, the initial one that we had before adding the 1 inch. So that 11.5, I'm going to now divide it by 4 again. All right, whatever it gives you, you now add it from that extension, from the one you have here, you now add it there. Okay, so that's just it for your crotch extension. So back again, what we are going to do next is to, this your 12.5 now that you have on your hip measurement. This 12.5, I'm going to go ahead and take it up to my waist. All right, I'll take it up to my waist and then connect the two lines together. Then after that, after connecting the two lines together, the next thing you'll be doing is to go up with 2 inches. All right, on this your crotch line, from that your hip measurement, you just go up, place your tape upwards, you go up with 2 inches and then connect it together to get to the other crotch extension. All right, so I needed to have a space of 1 inches there. So you can see the way I did mine. You can now curve yours. You can actually use your French curve if you're freehand, if you're not good with freehand. All right, so after this, now we've gotten our crotch extension and our hip measurement. So the next thing now is to get your laps. So to get our laps, I'm going to now measure the full pant length. Okay, the size of it, placing your tape from this crotch extension to the other side, whatever it gives you, you're going to divide it into 2. That's to find the middle of your knicker. All right, to find the middle, because you need to find the middle first before dividing your laps. So I'm going to just place my tape like this just to find the middle of this pant, and then I'll take it down to that laps. You can see the way I'm doing this now. So you just take it down, straight down, and then divide your laps. So to get the actual measurement for your laps, you're going to divide your laps by 2. all right, you're going to divide it by 2. Anything it gives you, you add 1 inches to it and then divide again. All right, that's to get the actual measurement. So I have 29 as my laps measurement. Divided by 2 is going to give you 14.5, plus 1 inches will be 15.5. Then that 15.5, you also go ahead and divide it by 2. I think 7 point something, right? So that's what you're going to get on the both sides. You get 7 points here, and then also go the other side and get 7 points. The aim of that middle line is just to make sure that the trouser, that these both sides are the same. All right, that's just it. And then for the knee, you can see that I did not get any measurements at the knee because I just wanted it to be free. Okay, but if you want yours to be a bit tight, you can just go ahead and then divide your knee by 2 plus 1 inches and divide again by 2, and then place it on each side to get the actual measurements. All right, so that will be it for the front. Okay, and the waist of it, I've not gotten the waistline yet. So for your waist, it's going to be just like the hip measurement we did. Your waist divided by 4 plus 1 inches. That's just it. All right. So you're going to get your waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inches. Okay, and that is it for the front pattern. Okay, and then we'll move over to the back. So guys, this is the back. I've already gone ahead to fold my fabric into 2, and then I placed the front on top of it. The first thing you're going to do now, you can see that I did not cut the line I joined from the waistline to the hip line. I did not cut it, telling you that this is an elastic waist that we want to do, so you're not going to cut it, you just leave it straight like that. All right, so but if you're not doing elastic waist, you're going to cut it out on that line. All right, so you now go ahead and add extra to 2 inches. Like, you extend to 2 inches from the front, you just extend to 2 inches out, and on the knee length I did 1.5 for the knee. The knee is 1.5, the waist is 2 inches, the hip is 2 inches, and then on the knee I did 1.5. all right, so I'm connecting the lines together. So on the same waist line, I'm going to go up from the front. I'm going up with 2 inches also. From that front, when you place your tape on top of the front, you go up with 2 inches, all right, and then from that your flap, you go in with 2 inches. All right, I hope this is not tricky. You just go in with 2 inches. I hope you guys do not get confused. I placed my tape on that flap on that line that we connected together earlier on the front. Then you go in with 2 inches. So while for the going up of this back, you can do 2 inches or 1.5 depending on your hip size. All right, if your hip is 30 something, you should just go with 1.5, but if your hip is 40 something, I'll advise you go with 2 inches. Okay, so now I'm going to connect it to get to that 2 inches I extended by the side. All right, okay, and then again I'll go down to my crotch extension at the back. I'm going to add 2 inches. Okay, I'm going to add 2 inches extended, and then I'll go down from the place I placed from the place the front is. I'm going to go down with 1/2 inch. all right, from that place the front is now, I'm going to go down with 1/2 inch. Okay, so the back is going to be 1/2 inch shorter than the front. All right, so with 2 inches extended out. So that is it, and then I'm going to connect it just to the knee length. There is no allowance I'm adding at the knee towards that side. I'm not adding any allowance there. Okay, so from the hip now, I'm going to, on top of the waistline, I'm going to connect that line to the line at my crotch depth. Okay, I'm just going to connect it together. Just look at the way I'm doing mine, and then you can do yours the same way. That's how you're going to get your crotch. Your crotch depth at the back should not even go inside. It should not go inside that much. Okay, because if it goes inside, it's going to end up dividing your boots into 2. all right, and it's not good. It's going to make it tight. So like this, now you're going to just bring out your hand. Do not allow it to go inside. You shouldn't go inside. That's so much. So after this, now I'm going to go ahead and start cutting it out. That is it for the back. So guys, right here I have my band for the knicker. All right, this is the exact measurement of the fabric, not my waist measurement. Okay, so but later I'll still tell you people how we are going to use this. For now, let's just get started with the knicker. So firstly, we are going to join the flap of the back and the front. Okay, you're going to sew it together. I'm done sewing already, so this is it. I have to go sew on the flap, the two flap. Have to go sew on the two flap. After sewing on the two flap, the next thing to do is to join the flaps together. Okay, this is like this. Now you're going to open it up, and then you join the crotch depth, that two crotch, both the front and the back. You join it together, put it together and join it from one leg to the middle and then to the other leg. All right, so this is it. Now you're going to join from one leg to the middle and then to the other leg. All right, with just half an inch. All right, make sure that the middle of the front and the back, that the both of them are meeting each other. So guys, I'm going to fold the hem of this knicker right now. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and fold the hem. I'm going to fold the first one. The first one is going to be with half inches. All right, and then the second one is going to be 1 inch, so it's total of 1.5 inches. You guys remember that we have 2 inches only, 2 inches allowance. So I'm folding 1.5 at the down. I'm going to take half inches at the top when adding my elastics, so that's total of 2 inches. All right, so here we go. I'm going to fold it straight up. I'll also do the same thing to the other leg. All right, so guys, right now I'm done folding the hem. The next thing is to join it. Okay, so we are going to be putting a pocket on this in this knicker. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch 1 inches, and after that 1 inches I'll give a space of like 6 inches for the pocket. Okay, then that 6 inches will be for the pocket, will be the opening for the pocket. Then the down that is remaining, I'll also go ahead and then stitch the other side that is remaining after the 6 inches. All right, I hope you understand. I'll stitch on the 1 inches at the upper part, and then give a space of 6 inches that will be for the pocket, and then I'll sew the other end. All right, so but I'll be doing this with just 1 inch or maybe half an inch. All right, and mind you that I'll be doing this on the both sides. So right now you can see that the two 6 inches that I gave space, they are open. You can see the two of them there. So you're going to get your pocket ready. You're going to get a fabric and also give a space of 6 inches as well. So right now on this pocket, I'm going to also go ahead and sew 1 inches and then also leave the space of 6 inches open. All right, I'll leave the other 6 inches open. Then on that 6 inches that is open, I'll put it together with this one. I'll sew it together. I just hope you guys will understand this. So now you're going to take this fabric that you cut out, and then that round 6 inches, you're going to sew it round together with the pocket, the opening on the knicker. Okay, I hope you guys should just understand. Just look at what I'm doing, because there's no better way to explain this, or you have to just keep looking at it. So this midpoint now, I'll attach it to this place, and then I'll sew all around it. You understand? This midpoint will meet here, while the other midpoint will also meet the other end at the down part. All right, so it will be more like a circular stuff, a circular shape. So and after that, I'm going to do it for the both pockets. Okay, so after that, I'm going to move ahead to my band right now. So for the band now, you're going to measure your waist, the round waist, measure it complete. Whatever you have there, just cut it out. Okay, I'm using 2 inches of an elastic, so cut it out with 1 inches allowance for sewing. Then your waist, your elastic should be your exact waist measurement. If your waist is 30, your elastic should be 30. If your waist is 28, your elastic should be 28 inches. Okay, then the fabric you are going to use for the band will be the exact measurement of the knicker, of your waist, the knicker, right, of the waist of the knicker. Okay, so you're going to cut out the exact measurement of the waist of the knicker for your fabric for the band, and then the elastic will now be your waist measurement. So once you're done cutting out these two things, the first thing you're going to do now is to join the elastic together. Okay, you go ahead and join your elastic, stitch it on top of each other. You can just go ahead, just stop stitch the both of them together, or you can fold it together and then stitch on it. Anyhow you want to do it, you can do it. And also go ahead and close up your fabric. Just sew it straight, close it up. So right now you can see that we have a circular shape. What we are going to do next is to put this elastic now inside this Ankara fabric. You're going to put it inside it, and then you sew around it. Okay, you'll be sewing it round. It's going to be a bit tricky, but you have to do it. So you just keep sewing around it until you're done with it, and then you attach it to the waist. So for it to be more easier, I think I had to just have to use my pin to hold it to the fabric, to the waist of the fabric. So you can see the way I'm doing mine now, for it to be more easier for me when sewing on the sewing machine. So the trick there is for you to just keep adjusting it. Okay, you just keep adjusting it until you're done sewing the whole band. So this is it on the sewing machine. I was fixing it. You keep on adjusting it until you're done sewing it. Okay, every part you want to sew, you adjust it and make sure that that part is straight, and then you sew that part and also adjust again. That's just how to get it right. All right, so this is it for the video, and if you've watched to this point, please don't forget to subscribe and like the video. If you have any question at all, you can keep it at the comment section. Thank you.